hello, hello. Happy Thursday. It's actually Throwback Thursday for me today. This is a sweatshirt that the reason why I'm wearing it is, as you can see, the band name is Crownlands. My nephew, Cody Bowles, and his bandmate, Kevin Como, have a band called Crownlands, and they were here in Las Vegas on December 7th, and I got to go and see them. And I did not buy this. They actually gave it to me. I actually wanted it. I asked for it specifically because I wanted something to commemorate them being here. And so it looks a little bit beat up, I know. But what I love about this is it went on tour across Canada with them and on tour with them across the US as they toured with, first of all, they toured with Jack White in Canada. So that was very cool. And so I have this that toured Canada, and then it toured the US on their tour with the Who. And so, which was really cool. Now this is the Mongolian band called the Who. Really cool. If you haven't heard about them, it's HU. So it's the HU. So check them out. They're really cool. But anyways, yes. So today, Throwback Thursday, I decided I wanted to wear this sweatshirt and to commemorate that. As I said, it was December 7th when they were here. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you coming on. And so that was really why I was wearing this today. So it was kind of cool. And it's hat week for me, by the way, if you're wondering. I've been wearing hats, kind of. I'm not going to lie. I just am lazy to do my hair. So I'm wearing hats this week. But this week is all about self-love and learning to love yourself. Today's topic is being the best version of you for you by showing up for others through your love for yourself. So it's essential for our emotional well-being to achieve self-awareness around our emotions so that we make better decisions on how we respond when we are triggered based on how we're feeling. And achieving self-awareness really means taking time to getting to know who you are as a person. So going deep, like getting to the core of the person looking back at you when you see your reflection, being open to change, and because guess what? Change is inevitable. So even if you don't want things to change, they're going to. So accept it. And embrace that pivoting may be part of the process. It's also a piece of the process that a lot of the times we often will resist along with change. So when something has to change, we resist that, but then knowing that maybe we have to go left instead of right, and we don't like that either. So that is getting to know yourself and achieving your self-awareness around that. Hello, I am Leslie Gadet, and I'm an empowerment coach. I help my clients achieve self-awareness around their emotions so they can handle their triggers, manage their emotions, and live a more positive life. So as I said, this week is about self-love. And Tuesday, we talked about finding joy in your journey, right? Yesterday, of course, was Christmas, so I took the day off to spend with my family, and I hope that you did as well. So getting back to this week about self-love, it really is truly vitally important to you loving yourself fully and wholly, loving every molecule, every hair on your body, loving the skin you are in. And when you truly love yourself and who you are, you will present yourself to the world in a whole different light. You will present yourself this person that you love, and because we present ourselves differently when we don't particularly like who we are, right? But when we love ourselves, it's completely different. I can give you an example. You know that person, you've seen them enter the room, and you're like, wow, they are glowing. What do they have, right? You find yourself gravitating towards that person. That's because that person really, truly loves themselves. So you'll find yourself, again, interacting with others more confidently, and you have more confidence in the things that you say and you do. So as I said, today I want to talk to you about how being the best version of you for you can be achieved by showing up for others through your love for yourself. And I know it sounds a little bit crazy, right? But I beg to differ. Before I get started, though, let me quickly explain what I have behind me. This is the Triggers Cycle. For those of you who may have not heard of this before, hello, thank you for joining. So if you are not aware of what this is called the Triggers Cycle. So what this is something that we go through. It's based on our emotions, what we go through on a daily basis, sometimes multiple times a day. As you see, I've written in the middle, on repeat. Yes, it's on repeat. So if you don't feel that it's on repeat, I'm sorry, but get over it, because it is. So what are triggers? Triggers are things that, an event that will evoke an emotion. Some triggers could be things like an anniversary date of loss or trauma. It could be a scary news event. It could be family friction. Maybe you ended a relationship, whether it's personal or professional. It could be feelings of isolation or overwhelm, financial issues, or maybe you grew up and you have a problem dealing with or you have issues dealing with being judged or criticized. Maybe you were teased or put down when you were growing up. So those are some things that will evoke an emotion when something happens. Those are internal things that I've talked about. Because we grow up, we have our experiences. Through those experiences, we have a feeling, that emotion, we assign it to that event, it becomes a memory, we file it away. Then we have external things like people, places, sounds, and smells that can also enhance your emotion. So the trigger is an event, evokes an emotion, it fuels our emotion. The emotion, in fact, then drives our response, meaning the way that we show up and the things that we say and we do. And that will take us down this road to either positive or negative reward, okay? A negative reward meaning that you just allow your feelings, your emotions to just take you where they take you. You say what you say, you do what you do, and you go back and fix it later after you've had time to cool off. So that's a negative emotion, a negative response. But on the other hand, if you know who you are, you're strong in the skin that you're in, you're more aware of what triggers are and what your triggers are, how you get emotionally triggered, and then you're able to then stop yourself and make better decisions on how you show up. So that is a positive response. So with that being said, being the best version of you for you can be achieved by showing up for others in the world through your love for you. And what does that even mean? Well, firstly, we all want to be seen as a good person, right? To be respected by others, to be liked, and to have great relationships. But in order to have all of that, this is what we need to do. We must first be able to really see ourselves, okay? The person that we are, and we must actually see, like really see that person that's staring back at us in the mirror in our reflection of who we are to the core. I know it's scary because a lot of the times we don't want to look at that reflection. We don't want to understand or like that reflection. We're not ready to face that reflection. But in order for us to really love ourselves, we have to really be able to see ourselves, truly be seen by ourselves. Okay, we want to be seen by others, but we have to really be seen by us. We must first be able to respect ourselves, our morals, our core values, like what we stand for, how we respond when something doesn't line up with who we are. Typically, when you have those core values, they will help you around this cycle and how you show up emotionally when you're triggered. So mine are integrity, empathy, kindness, and courage. And I try to live my life daily through my interactions with others and how I show up in the world based around those core values in my life. It helps shape me, and that a lot of the time will help me as well when I'm navigating social media. Because social media, we all know, there's a lot of things on there. People have their feelings. They like to say how they feel, whether it's negative or positive. And depending on what you are responding to, liking, commenting on, and sharing, Facebook will give you more of that. So the more you like and share and comment on negative things, the more of that's going to come into your feed. So that's just something for you to think about. We must learn to like ourselves for all of our flaws. Yes, we must love our flaws. They are our battle scars, by the way, that we've achieved through our experiences on our journey through our life. Battle scars are okay. We must be able to say without a doubt that we have a great relationship with us, who we are, that we see ourselves and appreciate and love ourselves wholly because of our battle scars we've achieved through our journey, embracing them because we become out stronger on the other side, because we like who we see in our reflection looking back at us, and respect the battle scars as life's lessons that we take seriously and use to make us better. Okay? So showing up for others through your love for yourself is being the best version of you for you. Number one, you must learn to like who you see in your reflection. It's the only reflection you will ever have. It's your face, and you must love who is looking back at you. Okay, you must love who's looking back at you. Number two, you must learn to respect the battle scars that you've achieved through your journey. Life is hard. No one ever said that life would be easy, but it can teach us so much about who we are and what we're made of if we're open to receiving and accepting that sometimes we will have to take the hard road to get to the other side to where we're going. You will learn so much about yourself if you allow the process. Now, if you've been following me for a while, then you'll recognize this quote that I wrote a while back. Your destination is in your journey, and your journey is ever evolving. You will learn more about who you are and what you want when you allow yourself to continuously move forward. You must also be open to and accepting of change, because change is inevitable. And if you allow yourself to accept that pivoting may be part of your journey, then you will in essence allow yourself to step into your own greatness. And you may even surprise yourself by realizing that what you thought was your dream is so much bigger, because your picture keeps growing. So the picture in our mind of what we want for our lives can be this today, and by accepting and being open to and willing to accept that change is inevitable, maybe having to pivot, opening yourself up to a new connection, a new opportunity, that your picture changes and it gets better. So just allow yourself that. Number 3, you must stand for what you stand for with dignity and perseverance, and be confident in the person that you show to the world. Your core values will help you through this cycle. And number 4, you must love yourself because you like your reflection, because you like who you are, because you respect yourself and what you stand for, and then you'll be the best version of you for you. So you must learn to like who you see in your reflection. You must learn to respect your battle scars as valuable life lessons. You must stand for what you stand for, staying true to who you are, and never wavering. Loving yourself is not easy because we're all hard on ourselves. We are harder on ourselves than we are on others because we see a reflection staring back at us, and often we allow that inner villain, that inner negative self-talk, to tell us our truth. Loving ourselves, or taking the journey to loving yourself, can feel very scary because of fear that you won't be enough or good enough or capable. And that again is your inner villain telling you to believe that that is your truth. But I want you to know that we all have an inner hero, that positive voice within each and every one of us as well, who's ready to support us through our fears and guide us on our journey and assist us in learning about who we are so we can take that road to our true self-love. Don't let your fear of the unknown stop you from loving who you are. Don't let your inner villain tell you that you're not worthy, or that you're not good enough, or that you're not capable or deserving of self-love. Fear is powerful, yes, and it can stop you if you listen to it. It can stop you from stepping into something more for your life. It can stop you from allowing yourself to believe that you are worthy and that you are capable. And because of that, you'll let your inner villain remain in the driver's seat over your emotions. And this will always manage you in how you show up and the things you say and you do. That's why I created my 90 Days Accelerator program, Manage Your Emotions, Master Your Life, so that I could teach others how to navigate this. It's open for enrollment and goes live on January 6th. I want to work with you if you're ready to take back your power, because it is your power to take back from your inner villain. But guess what? Fear would rather keep you shackled to your emotions, because your negative self-talk knows that you do have the potential to step into your own greatness if you allow yourself to believe. But fear doesn't want to relinquish its control over you. Your inner hero, though, is ready to take the lead around this and guide and support you so you become more confident and in control of your emotions, and will help you to stare fear in the face so that you can manage your emotions and start living that life you want with clarity, focus, and purpose. Now, I know I may sound like a broken record, but guess what? We're entering a new year and a new decade, and in less than a week. And time will not wait for you to decide if you want to be in control of this or if you want to stay the same. But I will ask you this. Do you want to repeat another year or 5 or 10 years with your emotions still managing you because fear is holding you back and keeping you a slave to your emotions? Will you be okay if nothing changes? And will you be okay if you look back a year from now, or 5 or 10 years from now, to this moment today that you're hearing me speak to you about this? Are you going to be okay if nothing changes? Are you going to be okay and be able to say to yourself, well, yeah, you know, I had the chance to take something, at least take a step forward to figure it out, but I allowed fear to manage me and keep me staying in my seat, not putting my hand up, not allowing myself to ask the questions. If you're ready to take a chance on you, then click on the link in the title notes and let's set up a call to see if you're a good fit for the program. Maybe you're not, but maybe you are. And if you are, we can get you on the right footing to start off your new year and the new decade, living the life that you want with clarity, confidence, commitment, and of course, happier and content. I hope that you say yes to you because, like I said, time waits for no one. And if you are still on the fence about the rest of your life and what it will take, or what you will do for you so you can start loving yourself more, living a more positive life so you can reach your next level, I want you to ask yourself these questions. Am I allowing fear to be my master? And am I okay with that? Am I willing to allow my inner villain, my inner negative self-talk to keep me chained to my emotions that are managing me, keeping me a slave because of my fears? Again, fear of the unknown, fear that I'm not worthy or good enough or capable enough. And so you let fear talk you out of living your best life. You have an inner hero, and your inner hero, your positive self-talk, is counting on you to start believing in yourself. It is your choice to decide. Like I said, if you said that you choose yourself, if you said I choose me, then click on the link and let's see where this can go. The cool thing is the call is free and you will come away with some knowledge, at least come away with something about knowing more about you and what makes you tick and your journey. So I'm asking you, are you ready to start loving yourself? It's up to you. Inner villain or inner hero? Thanks for watching, whether you're on here live or watching it back. I truly appreciate your support. Remember to navigate your day with an attitude of gratitude, because with the right attitude, it will put you in the right mindset for when life happens. I'm Leslie Cadet, and I'm an empowerment coach. I help my clients achieve self-awareness around their emotions so that they can handle their triggers, manage their emotions, and live a more positive life. I really hope that you have an amazing day and that you really just think about this. Like, really think about what you want for your life. I want the best for you. Do you want the best for you? I hope you have an amazing day. I will see you all tomorrow for Recap Friday. So until then, bye for now.